Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today it's a cold, wet, dreary day here on the farm property, so I'm taking a break from the barn dominium project, and I want to go over and use my elevated firewood stand. I've not really had a chance to use it. I built it. We did a video on displaying it here, and this is as much as I got to split through it. So the things that I've been wanting to do is do a little bit of modifications to it. It's been working out pretty good for this little bit we did here, but you could see these two posts here that I pre-bent. Those are from the scraps from the IBC totes, like whenever you take them apart. So I pre-bent those at an angle, and then I'm gonna cut a piece of 3/4 inch plywood that I found in a dumpster on a job. And just like the last video we were talking about, materials and everything are so expensive. I found this piece of 3/4 inch plywood that looks brand new, and there's about a third of a sheet there that they just threw away after a job. So, you know, your trash is my treasure. If you go buy that brand new at Home Depot right now, after tax, it's about $55. So in the way I operate, that's like finding $20 on the ground to me. So I grabbed that, and it's just out of luck that distance in between those two is 32 inches, and that's exactly how big this piece of plywood is. So we're gonna rip it down, screw it to that side there, and then I'm gonna run a bunch of rounds through there and see if it helps. So this piece of plywood was just laying in a dumpster on a job site. So of course I scooped it up, but I mean, it even has a tag on it. It has a little bit of dirt on it, but this measures exactly 32 inches. So what I'm gonna do is rip probably like a 10-inch piece, and I'm gonna screw it to those pre-bent angles that I have going on there. You know, some of the thing that I've talked to about a lot of people is elevators, one, cost money to run, you know, and there's a lot of moving parts. That elevator thing that I built, it's zero emissions because it doesn't use fuel to operate, and there's no moving parts. So, you know, I'm pretty pleased with what I have now, but I'm always up for a good deal. So we're gonna rip this down and modify that up and see if it helps. So I took that plywood and I screwed it in the four corners. Now I'm going to snip these off with a saw blade. So what this is supposed to accomplish for me is whenever I split through here, some of it was rolling off the side and I couldn't reach it from over there. So now this is gonna skid right across here into the basket. And you know, for what I have invested in this, nothing. It's the scraps from the IBC totes, the metal bars. I just pre-bent them. And then we talked about the plywood I found. And here's an old can of paint. I'll just spray paint it so it looks like it's supposed to belong here. And something that costs me nothing is going to make my life a lot more easier and more efficient splitting firewood. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. It's a little bit firewood therapy for me. You know, I can't sit still, so got to keep moving, try to get some of my chores done, and I'm gonna go spend the rest of the day with the family. Maybe go out and look at some kitchen cabinets or whatever for the barn dominium. So like always, we appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think about this. My little trash for treasures right there. Cost me nothing and was already, if you notice in that video, normally when I split, I have to reach over and grab stuff and it falls on the ground. So for what it took, 15 minutes of my time, and it's gonna save a lot more than 15 minutes overtime, me picking stuff off the far side when it falls off. So like always, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.